Hey guys, it's Alex. We're going to do a video breakdown this week to kind of expedite this video and this play because we did ask you multiple questions. And so we thought it would be easier to do a video breakdown so that it's a little more clear what the answers are and what we want from this clip since we're talking about primary coverage areas. So the first question we asked was, is this a foul? So the foul is going to be a rebounding foul, and it's going to occur right here. All right. So if you notice the white player and this black player, okay. All right, we have displacement here. All right. So like I said, the first question was, is this a foul? The answer is yes, this is a foul. This is a displacement foul. All right. While they both end up on the floor, it's really important to see who initiates the contact, and that is clearly the white player, the defender. Okay. He sees the black player coming in for a rebound, and instead of keeping his eyes on the ball, he moves his eyes towards that player and makes illegal contact with him that does cross the line and does put the black player on the floor. All right. It puts the white player on the floor too because when the black player falls as a result of getting pushed down, his foot trips the white player. So, just because they both end up on the floor doesn't mean that one of them did not foul the other one. Okay. And we have to have a whistle here on this play because if we do not call a foul here, this will escalate into more and more things because the black player will get really frustrated that he got shoved down, and the coach will get frustrated as well. And then you can expect the next rebounding play on the other end to be even more escalated. And then, of course, we'll have to get that one. And then the coach will complain about consistency. So this is a foul right here. It's displacement. Okay, we should all have a foul in this play, and these are the kinds of plays you need to look out for when players make contact with other players and they end up on the floor. Just because they're making contact in a legal way, maybe, doesn't mean that it remains legal. If they cross that line and use force and displace them, then we need to put a whistle on the play. Okay, so this is a foul. The next thing I want to talk about is the positioning of all the referees. Okay. So the ball starts in center's area over here. All right, and let's go back. So center does a good job of stepping up and away from the ball so that he can maintain a look through these players. So I like how he stepped up. All right, but remember where he steps to for a little bit later because that's going to be important. Okay, let's talk about trail next. All right, trail steps down in anticipation of this pass right here, okay? Because trail thinks there may be a shot coming, and as we know, there is a shot coming. And if trail stays up where he was, he won't have a good look between the shooter and the person that's going to come contest the shot here in just a second, okay? So trail steps down, all right? Trail has a great look right here. All right, so that was the first question we asked you about coverage was who should be covering the shooter. All right, that's going to be trail. All right, it's the only matchup in trail's area. All right, the person with the ball. All right, so naturally that's where trail's eyes should be, is there. All right, so this is going to be trail's coverage. Can center have his eyes there to have a secondary whistle if there is a foul? Yes, but because center has other players in his area, it's preferred that trail is the primary referee here and should have a whistle if there was a foul on this shot, which there's not a foul. Okay. So let's move on. All right. The next players we talked about were, I believe, 23 over here, 23 black. Okay. And this player right here in white, 0. Who should be responsible for them? Okay, let's back it up just a little bit here. Okay. So, freezing it right here. We have a shot coming up. Trail's going to have this. All right. Let's talk about who should have what. All right. Lead, also in a good position. He's in close down where he should be because the ball came from this side. All right. Lead should realize that there are 2 rebounding actions about to happen. There's one right here to his left in front of him, and there's one across from him. These 2 players over here that end up on the ground. All right. We need to play a game of numbers when we are refereeing rebounds. When I say that, I mean referee the rebounding action closest to you, because you're more likely to get that correct than refereeing across from you. Now, is that what happens in this play? No. In this play, lead actually has to come over and help on this rebounding foul right here. And let's talk about why he has to help. Okay. So you remember when I told you to remember that center moved up but stayed there? Okay. This is what hurt center on this play and why he missed this foul. Because to spoiler alert you, center should be the primary whistle on this foul right here that happens. Okay. Can lead get it too? Absolutely. And lead does get it in this play, and lead has done a really good job for getting that play because we had to get it. Okay. But anyways, the reason that center misses this, I think, is because he stays up where he went all the way from the beginning. So let's go back to the beginning. See him? He moves up here, but then he doesn't go back down. Okay. He stays there. All right. So he's disconnected himself from potential rebounding action about to happen. And if you watch what happens, he gets a little bit straight line maybe. Okay. He's got this white player right in front of him on this rebounding foul right here. Whereas if he had gone back down to the center position, free throw line extended after that ball moved, he would have had a better look at this and potentially would have been able to get it. Okay. Maybe not, but we have to put ourselves in the best position to get the call right. And I'm not sure that that was the best position to get this call. Okay. So to wrap up, trail is going to have the shooter. All right. Center should have had the foul that occurs. Okay. Because it's on his side. Oops, excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. I'll go back here. Center should have had these two players right here and should have had the primary whistle on the foul. And then lead would have had any rebounding fouls or action on these two players right here to his left. All right. Now we know, like I said, in this play, lead calls the foul here, which is good because it had to be called. We can't let that play go. If we let it go, we're in trouble. All right. So, but that is why we have primaries and secondaries. It's why we don't just say you have a primary area and that's it. That's why we say you have a primary and a secondary. Whereas if you have nothing going on in your primary, then put your eyes to your secondary. And Lee did a good job here of waiting. All right. C didn't have a whistle, so Lee came and had a whistle. Okay. That's all for this week, guys. Thank you to those who participated. These plays are going really well. We're getting a lot of good feedback and good answers on them. So if you are participating in them, thank you. Appreciate it. Good luck in the next week with everybody's games. The season's really about to ramp up now that holiday break is over. So good luck. And if you guys have any questions, please just reach out. Thanks.